And we are back for another edition of Niche to Profit Show. Oh my gosh, we have like the greatest show today. I'm so excited. We have, of course, the stuff. It's all about the stuff. But instead of it just me talking about the stuff, I have once again brought the amazing Diva Dawn Ralston into the studio.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. And not only are we going to talk about the stuff, we are going to be scattering the show with some tremendous tips for decluttering your business, your life, your mind, your car. I don't know.
Whatever's cluttered.
Yeah, right. So be listening for those because, my gosh, this woman has made my life so much easier. And big news. We're going to discuss that the divorce is final. eBay, PayPal. So it's a rebirth of eBay going forward. So we're going to talk about that and what things you can look forward to and give our take on that. So, but how would you just like to jump into some stuff?
That sounds great.
Stuff
is always good.
It's all about the stuff. Oh, never mind. All right. So, yes, we run a thread on the Danny App Facebook group. And if you guys are not over on the Danny App Facebook group, that is where between shows, these conversations just keep going and new ones start. But we run a thread on Sundays called Score Sunday. And on Score Sunday, everybody shares their juicy sales of the week. So we bring some of those to talk about. And the way to get yours talked about is to get a bunch of people to like it. Because it's too hard for me to make these decisions on my own, so I pick the ones with the most likes. I figure people want to talk about those, right? So our first one is from Jennifer Berg. And I don't know, Jennifer, if you're in our chat today, and by the way, thank you, everybody, for being in the live chat. We're hoping to explode that chat today, getting the message out about the show and getting people here live, so thank you for that. And they're saying, Heidi, oh, yeah, that's right. You can see the chat today.
I can see the chat, but I'm actually looking at Jennifer's listing.
Oh, yeah. So Dawn's going to be like playing along in the chat with us today, too. So
yeah, except I can't get logged in for some reason. So I'll be reading, but not responding today.
Ah, okay. So you can respond out loud.
Hey.
That's the beauty of being live
on
radio video. There we go. Okay. And Scott can step in and fix that for you, too.
Perfect.
That's also the beauty of not having to run this technology ourselves.
Which is a really good thing for me.
I know, right? So he's gonna make it so Dawn can talk to you in the chat, too.
Oh, now I'm really going to be multitasking. Oh, look, they're going to see Scott on camera.
You're really good at multitasking, though. Yeah.
But, you really shouldn't multitask.
Yeah, try to break me of that one.
But actually, Danny, you don't do anything well when you're doing 2 and 3 things at once. Juggling 2 or 3 balls up in the air at one time, switching back and forth, you've got to reset your mind. So you're much further ahead if you just do one thing, complete it, move on to the next.
Yeah.
You can still get a lot done. I'm guilty of this too. I'll listen to a replay of something and list.
And then all of a sudden you hear like something in it where you thought, oh, wait, that was interesting. And you realize that you weren't hearing it.
Exactly.
Bingo. Yes.
So multitasking, while it sounds really great, isn't all that good for you.
Yeah. And I got to tell you something that I've had to train myself to do because I'm very guilty of, being in 20 places at once. When I am coaching with my private clients, I shut all this stuff off. I really do. Like it's all gone. So I'm not even tempted to it's laser focus and taking notes and yeah.
So why don't you do that with your other work when you're listing or when you're working on a program?
Because I feel like I got it all handled.
Yeah, but
laser focus. I know.
Laser focus.
No, actually, when I really set like a time, like I have, from 6 to 6:30 to get these listings done, I do. I mean, that's it. The thing that helps me is that you give yourselves a set time. Don't leave it open-ended till the project's done. Like some people work on a 15-minute timer and just because for some of us have those ADD qualities, it is very hard to stay on one thing for extended time.
Right. I absolutely agree. I'm a firm believer in setting time blocks that you're going to accomplish something. I like also saying things like, I'm going to list for an hour right after lunch. Or as soon as I spend 15 minutes on my Facebook, then I'm doing this other meaty project. Assign some kind of accountability to it.
Yeah. My mom's in the chat going, LOL, Danny, do one thing at a time.
We can keep trying, Bobby. We'll get her there maybe one day.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Probably not in our lifetime.
So back to Jennifer's score. See, like squirrel, it happens. So Jennifer has let me give you the item number for those just listening along on iTunes. It's 191609912084. There it is. The lovely Marshall Compound 3-way cross-slide watchmaker's lathe jeweler, Levin Peerless. Not a very sexy item to sell, but I'm digging that price. How about you?
I'm liking that a lot as well. How did you pull this number, I wonder?
$694.97. Yeah, that is. I'm all for those little odd amounts. It really messes with buyers' minds. There's a lot of research behind not using. This is a super tip, you guys. Don't use even numbers. Don't sell things for $10 or $20 or $50. Make it a 99, 98, 97, whatever you want to pick, but do not make it
that round
number. There's something psychologically that people are less likely to buy at the round number. I don't get it, but
hey, I can sell it for a penny less and be happy.
Yeah, you're right. It's pennies. So let's see what's her story on this watchmaker's lathe. She found her husband bought this in a bin with others like it at an estate sale in Atlanta where they were on working vacation. I love a vacation you can write off.
Absolutely.
Paid $40 for the bin, which had 3 lathes plus other parts. Sounds like a deal to me. He wasn't sure at the time what it was, but he loves tools. Yeah, it's a guy thing. And especially buying things that he doesn't know what they are so he can figure it out.
Definite guy thing.
Yeah. Although I'm guilty of that, like with some glass and stuff. I'll buy something that I don't quite know what it is or something just because I want to research it. So I get that. So this is the second one they sold. He wanted a high price on it just because another seller had one for a much higher price and there weren't any others available at the time. Got an offer of $500 this week. Happily accepted it. It's currently on its way to Taiwan.
Nice.
Love that. Yeah, you know what? Hubbies can give you a different perspective on things. I take mine yard sailing with me now because his eye is not my eye and his eye is not my eye. We'll just leave it at that. We end up with new golf clubs for him and, barbecue tools and but furniture because his dad was a cabinet maker. He really knows how furniture is built, the different woods and things. So that comes in really handy because that's not one of my strong areas. So he's helped me find some pretty awesome pieces to take down to the antique mall.
That's a great thing to have somebody with different knowledge than yours along with you.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Let's see. What's our next score?
Well, I wanted to point out, I did wonder how much time he spent researching to figure out what this is. Because I did want to talk a little bit about wasting time researching. Oh,
we can talk about that. Because you know me, I got a 5-minute rule.
And I have a 3-minute rule.
Yeah, well, I'm a little more lenient.
But I do allow an extra 3 minutes if it's a high-priced item. This one, I would have renewed that 3 minutes probably a couple times to get up to this price. But in the first 3 minutes, it's my feeling you should be able to know whether this is a high-priced item or not.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the way I look at it is, what's my time worth in researching? If I'm only worth 50 cents an hour, so I'm only going to add 50 cents to the cost of that item by researching it for an hour, that's fine. But I'm not worth 50 cents an hour. I much prefer to think of myself as...
You're at least $1 an hour.
Oh, at least. And I like to even think of maybe 25 or 50 an hour.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes is a lot of money that I'm investing.
Yeah, and this is actually something I teach. You are the CEO of your company, okay? Let's just put the big CEO title on it. What do CEOs get paid?
Big bucks.
Big bucks. You are worth that. You own your business. Your time is valuable. So I get something, I don't know what it is. All I have to do is make sure that I can at least double my money and I'm happy. Then bonus, if it's like, hugely more than that, I will then come home, do a quick search and the Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls that I talked about last week. I wasn't quite sure where those were going to end up, but I knew they had the possibility of going higher. So that's why they went on auction. But I didn't sit there. I know sellers would sit there and look at every last detail and try to compare and find the exact one and get the wording right and make sure that listing was perfect and put 10, 20, a year's worth of research into that item. And then you've no longer made any money.
Right. And even then you may have come up with a price at, say, $499 and listed it at that fixed price because after all, now it's worth that much. Mm-hmm. So why would you put it at auction for cheaper? And you would have left so much money on the table.
I almost took $400 for them.
Thank goodness you didn't.
This close.
Oh, Danny, you can't. This close. When somebody wants to sneak in and
I know. I know that's
auction.
The rule. I know, but I also know you can't go broke making a profit. So
well, this is true, but you should know if they're willing to pay you that now, they should be willing to bid at least
that was the red flag. That when those now, if I'd had it listed for a month and I got like an offer coming in when
that's a whole different animal.
Exactly. But when it comes in that quick, and what happened was I put these up at starting price $99.99, and it was like immediately I got 2 people messaging me, would you add a buy it now price? I came back with, well, what were you thinking? Because I don't know what, they were going to come back with. First one came back at 200, and that was like, yeah, no, that's not even a glimmer of temptation there. And then the next one came back at 400, and then I was going, oh, I could really use $400. I really could use that, like right here, right now before my trip. But I said, I'm going to sleep on it because that offer is still going to be there in the morning. And when I woke up, the bids had already started happening. And then I was like, no, not doing it.
Good decision.
Yeah. So
what do we have next?
We have Beth Kelly. Is Beth with us in the chat today? I'm refusing to put my glasses on to really look closely at the chat. I can read a little bit, but so I'm counting on you for. All right, so Beth has this item number 2013-0127-5827. It's an Escada size 36-38, size 8. It's a little confusing. Wonder if she knew she'd done that. Top pants set, coral silk, purple, floral, tropical. And this is a score, even with that title. We'll come back to that in a minute. So me and Beth, we work on this stuff a lot together. She's in my marketing system class, so we're working on this with her. And let me just say, you guys, a lot of times I get it with feeling like you got to cram all this stuff in the title. There's a little bit of a discomfort with worrying about not including everybody who might be looking for this. So we can talk a little more about that. But let's talk about her score, which is that she purchased this at the Village discount for $5. It was half price. It was originally $10. But let's see. So she says, it was original $10, but thought the price was too much because it had a stain on the shoulder. And she went when it was half price. Great. Purchased it because it was a great brand. See, I don't know clothing brands very well. I know a couple just because I window shopped, but yeah, I don't buy clothing on brand. I'm probably not your customer if you sell designer clothes, unless they're cute. I buy clothes on cute and what I think is going to look good on me. Doesn't mean I always get it right, but my daughters are always the judge of that. So let's see. So yeah, she bought it on iAppeal. Love that. Had a price of $139 with best offer and accepted $89. So that is a ka-ching. So some of you are going, oh my gosh, that's a big hit on a $139 price. That's what, $50 off. Sounds like a lowball offer, right? But remember, she paid $5 for it.
Well, here's my question, Danny. why wouldn't she pay 10? If she was going to price it at $139, that $5 is easy to absorb, and she could have had that money so much sooner.
Yep. Yeah, no, I hear you on that one.
If it's only worth $40, yeah, that $5 is a much bigger portion of it. But if you're going up to $139 for something, you could spend that other $5 and have had that sale sooner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something like, so yesterday I'm at the Goodwill with Mom, and I walk in, and we'll talk about this in my What Did You Buy segment, but I don't have this on video, so I'll tell you about it. I walked in, and they have this table it was like it was set out for Danny. I mean, it was beautiful. I didn't even get a picture or anything. And the reason I didn't get a picture or anything is because I was like a vulture on a dead squirrel, man. I was in there grabbing stuff and just like, I'm like, this and this and this. I didn't even look at the price. I'm at Goodwill. I know the price is going to be decent because in my head, I'm going, okay, this is $80. This is $60. This is $50. What could they possibly have it priced at? 10, 15? I'm not going to mess around at that point.
Can't go broke.
Because other vultures were at that squirrel too, and I
wanted the big piece.
I wanted the good meaty portions, I wanted the eyeballs, all right? Oh, it's good when you can gross out your director, and then you've scored. There we go. So, but yeah, that's my point, is if you sit there and worry, and if you are watching or listening and you've been on shopping with me and I've scolded you for this already, I have been with people who are sitting there looking up every single thing before it goes in their cart. And while you are sitting there looking up that item, somebody else is ahead of you grabbing the next $1,300 Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls. You can't do that. You got to develop your gut on what is right to put in your cart. You almost have time before you check out, to kind of second guess it and look.
Sure. But worst case scenario, pack your cart full of anything you think might be good. And then when you're all done, go find a nice couch for sale and sit and look it up before you check out.
Bingo. I've gone up to the checkout counter and still kind of looked at something and thought, you know what? No, I'm going to put this one back. I find a chip. I'm going to put this one back. And I put it back nicely. I don't just like leave it strewed around. I'll put it back for them, but don't feel obligated at that point. Somebody else is still going to come along and buy it and find it. But you are in this business for you. You can be selfish. Just don't make a mess of the store. That's it. They'll be happy. You'll be happy. It's all good. Grab and go. Yes. Yes, Miss Linda. Grab and go.
Grab and go and develop your gut.
Yeah, that's really important.
You really have to have a feel for things. Some of the best things I've ever bought have been on my gut.
Yep. And the first key, eye appeal. If nothing else, is it going to be attractive and interesting or unique? And then number 2, quality. It can have all the eye appeal in the world, but if it's made really crappy, you're not going to have a happy customer. So those are my 2 big things. If you have those 2 things, eye appeal and quality, you can get a good sale.
And the other thing I look for is, could I attach some good keywords to it?
Yep. And that kind of goes with the eye appeal, because with that eye appeal that's how my brain works. I'm already coming up with, it's got this and this and this. If something doesn't have 5 or 6 words that just come to your brain about it, that is going to be a pain in the butt to list.
Yeah, you're going to go, this is a round bowl.
Yeah.
It's green. Now what? Yeah. It's nothing.
Yep.
You've got to have that pizzazz.
Got to have oomph. All right. How about a commercial? We'll do that. And we'll come back.
Millions of online sellers are looking for one identity to use in thousands of platforms. E-Rated manages your reputation by importing unlimited social media, marketplace, and behavioral data. It reveals your cross-platform performance, compares it with competitors, and calculates your e-worth. And it gives you the tools you need to improve sales and find room to grow. Discover your e-worth and your own reputation.
ShareYourReputation.com. You guys go play over on E-Rated for a little bit. It's fun. You can go see what I'm worth. You can see how you compare to Dawn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You got your account, don't you?
Actually, I haven't yet.
Oh,
I need to put that on my to-do list.
shareyourreputation.com. No, they're super good guys behind that company. And I think that's going to turn into something really useful for e-commerce sellers. And it's not just e-commerce. It's like if you do Airbnb or I don't know, they've got a whole bunch of partnered sites over there.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it goes anywhere with all of your feedback. It's really cool.
It's like your online credit score.
Yeah, it really is. And it's like a social game too, you know, like I said, you get your e-worth, you know, what are you worth? And you get, yeah, it's fun. Just go.
I'll go do that.
All right. Hey, let's talk about why some stuff won't buy. We there we go. That's the right one. Why won't they buy? It's not why. It's not why won't it sell, because it's not going to sell itself. It's why won't they buy? And it's usually something we're doing, right, wrong, or indifferent. And let's just jump into our first one. Comes from Billy Fry. And I hope, Billy, are you over in the chat? I hope you'll say hi. I haven't seen you there before. This item, she says, has no watchers, but it has 48 lookers. And I think what she means is views. Mm-hmm. It is a nice retired piece of Falsgraph America, excellent condition. Now, you are a dinnerware person. I have my thoughts on why they won't buy this, but let's hear what Dawn has to say first.
Well, I kind of looked at all the different pieces that are selling in this pattern and the other platters that are selling. They're just not selling at this price point. Mm. If maybe you rolled the shipping in and put free shipping on it, and you might be able to get $39.99, which is close to your asking price. You've got best offer on it already. I think most of them are selling. Even Replacements is selling it for $30 with shipping.
Yeah.
So you want to get closer to that price point. It depends on how much you have into it. And if you have other pieces in the set, it might sell better.
Yep.
But otherwise, I think it's just priced too high with shipping broken out for it to be attractive to people.
Yeah, and I just want to say, okay, so I've been seeing this trend lately, and I have to address it. I am watching a lot of sellers going back to charging shipping, and it is making me cringe. I don't know who is out there in social media land and eBay guru coaching land saying this to go back to shipping. Actually, I do know one person who's doing it, but I'm telling you, it's not a good thing. It is not a good thing. You are throwing money away because the trend is more and more for shoppers to be looking for the shipping included, unless it is something that they can't get anywhere else with the free shipping. But the studies are out there. The buyer feels that the shipping cost is wasted money. And when you put a wasted money feeling into the buyer from the get-go, they're not going to get the warm fuzzies about the whole transaction. They are the customers most likely to come back feeling regret that they paid too much, all these things. So be really careful if you are making a decision to go back to charging shipping because you're worried that you're losing money on the shipping being included. Because I hear that a lot. That is not a good reason to not do free shipping. If you've done some A/B testing and you find your stuff sells just as well or better charging shipping as without, because you do promotions and things with that, great. But if you're just doing it because somebody out on Facebook said, my stuff's selling since I started breaking out the shipping, I'm going to tell you, be really careful with that. Really careful with that. Because Amazon has proven that people love free shipping. They will buy on their Prime account with a free shipping offer before they go to a lower priced merchant fulfilled that charges shipping, even though it's cheaper.
Exactly.
They still go for that free shipping.
And I will tell you, on my dinnerware, I do have some charged shipping, usually on things that I have multiples of.
You've tested it.
But I have tested it.
Yes.
But on a platter, a vegetable bowl, something, it's a one-off, shipping is included.
Yeah.
And when somebody buys a dinner plate that they're getting charged shipping for and a platter that I've already rolled the shipping in, I'm making extra money.
Yes. Yes. And the same thing is true. If people buy multiple items from you, you do not have to refund. You do not have to figure out the little finagling the shipping thing. That's bonus money. Bonus money. I'm telling you, free shipping is a value. And as far as eBay is concerned, it is going to get you the boost in search. And when all things are created equal, the one with free shipping is going to come up higher than the one without. Look, I'm getting a call from the antique mall. I probably got an offer on something. It'll have to wait. It's all good.
So what else we got, Danny?
So I just want to say real quick, too, you're spot on with the pricing on this. When I was looking, these are selling for about $10 to $15 plus shipping.
Plus about 15 shipping.
Right. So you're right. $39.95 with free shipping. And I wanted to caution Billy. I see this has expedited shipping.
Yep.
Danger, danger, danger. Anything that is over 4 or 5 pounds, but more importantly, bigger than 12 by 12 by 12, however you want to slice that, is oversized. And I would tell you, this is probably going to cost about $30, $35 to ship. She's going to lose money on this.
So definitely not what you want to ship.
Yeah. Got to go to parcel or my preference is FedEx Home. Gets it there. I'm loving it. It is cheaper than parcel in most places. So be very, very careful, you guys, what you're choosing for your shipping method. All right. So sorry to have to give bad news on that one. But
I know. I love my dinnerware, but I just don't think it's going to bring in as much as she's hoping for.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of them out there. It's not that rare.
So the next one, I'm actually kind of excited about her giving us this one. Lisa, are you in our chat today? Lisa's usually here. So she has this, and I don't know how you Laos Italian art glass candy dish. So here's what I found.
What?
This company is not necessarily Italian.
Oh.
I found this company as Scandinavian.
Oh, that's better.
Right? There's not a whole lot out there, but there's not a whole lot out there. So that's the beauty of it. If I'm wrong on that, who's going to know? A true collector is not going to buy it as Scandinavian, if they know absolutely it's not. And I'm not, this is not deceptive because I did find a piece that tied this in with a Scandinavian company. Norway. So I did find that research. Another person would find that research too. I also found a lot of sellers listing this as Italian glass. So because there's no sticker on it and I can't see now, Lisa, if you found a made in Italy sticker, then stick with Italy, obviously. But I really do think this is Scandinavian glass. Also, the pictures, it's very hard for me to tell really what this looks like.
That was my thought too. I don't have any idea of the depth. Is it a plate? A plate's flat to me. Or is it a dish where you can put candy in it? Or is it just very shallow? So show me a side view. Put it on a beautiful wood grain table.
Yeah.
So you got the feeling of how it would look presented in your home.
Also, sometimes doing something like adding some fruit or if it's a flower, something that makes that picture pop off the page and shows people
where you can
how
see
it's supposed to be used. Yeah.
Where you could see what it would look like if displayed in your house and you would go, oh, that's gorgeous.
Right. Why do you think they put furniture and decorations in model homes and they don't just sell the blank home?
So you can envision what it's like.
Exactly. You can do the same thing in retailing.
Yeah. And this looks gorgeous, but I'll bet you it could look 1,000 times better in a picture.
I think so. I think we could get these pictures a poppin' and somehow, some way add more pictures. I don't think 2 pictures is enough for this.
No, and both the pictures are very similar to each other.
Yeah. Not at this price point. I get that. I think one is the top and one is the bottom, right? Yeah. And then you can see up here, it just says, and this is another point, it says, however you say that, art glass, Laos. So I would make the first words, take out the Italian and put Why do you guys give me these hard things to say?
And I'm not even going to try.
Laos art glass. Laos, however you say that. Art glass. Take out the Italian. Decide if you want to call it a candy dish or a plate. Don't be ambivalent. Pick one and go with it. You can A/B test, list it for, 3 months as a candy dish. See how many views you get, what's happening. End it, sell similar, list it as a plate.
How big is it, Danny? 6 inches square? Yeah,
It
that's
is
kind of too small to really call a plate. I think it's more of a decorative.
I'd call it a dish.
I'd call it an accent dish or an accent.
The ideal customer that you want to come and find this, think about what problem it's going to solve for them.
It's going to look gorgeous on a coffee table.
What are they going to do with it? Yeah. Yeah. So be thinking of that. Spruce up those pictures. Get some on a white background because I think it pops a lot better than that. Take a close up of the texture of it.
A side view so you can see how deep it is.
Mm-hmm. And then put a little frou-frou on it. Yeah. Make it a candle. It would look great with a candle on it.
Absolutely.
Great suggestion. Yes. There you go. Can't wait to see that sucker sell. I think she's got a couple of these too. Yeah, she has several pieces by this maker, 2 larger and 2 smaller. So there you go.
I'd get them all listed and make sure you have a link in your listing to those listings. So if someone's looking to maybe put a couple of pieces in their living room that complement each other.
Yep.
One on the coffee table, one on an end table.
Awesome. You might have a customer already. Look, there, Miss Linda wants it, and she's over in the chat. She says, I want it. All right, let's do one more. This is an Elephant electric nightlight accent table lamp, 9-inch ceramic, UL approved, new. Want to go first?
I certainly don't search by UL approved. I don't think you need that. And doesn't putting new in the title be a bad thing for Google Shopping? So we want to get that out of there.
Yeah. I have my thoughts right off the bat on this. I am confused as heck about how to even buy one of these. Yeah. So, and this came from Joanne Rogers Andrews. I don't know if you're over in the chat, Joanne. And let me just tell you right off the bat, I found a seller who sold one of these for $49.99. The same exact one. So it's not that, the price isn't right. Your customers are confused. A confused mind doesn't buy. Period.
Yeah. For starters, that first drop-down box says room, and there's...
Yeah. It's anywhere in home, everywhere. So let's not laugh out loud now.
I want one right next to my bathtub.
Now, I get what she was trying to do with this. It didn't work. It really confused people. And also, when you're using a multi-variation, the way it's supposed to work is when you select, say I select green, it should pop up the green picture. So you know exactly what you're getting. And that's not working. So even eBay is confused. So you can take out, unless you had an elephant, a giraffe, a hippo, whatever, you wouldn't want to use the model. And you want to take out the room. You simply need to know the color variation on this. I don't think you need to put the manufacturer's part number up in that variation either. No. Yeah. So if you fix that, these will sell because they're cute.
They're adorable. And who wouldn't prefer a nightlight on their nightstand that look like a decoration during the day?
Yeah. I love it. I would totally.
Think they're adorable.
So let's go back to the title real quick. Elephant, I would take out electric. I'm pretty sure we're in 2015, and I don't think anybody even knows what non-electric stuff is anymore. So, just saying. Elephant nightlight, accent table lamp. Bam. I think that works.
I think that's plenty.
I think that works. And let's go down here just real quick. Check that. Put all that other stuff in your item specifics. And... yeah, see, they're seeing a picture of 3. You're setting yourself up for somebody to order this and then go, why didn't I get all 3? Because buyers do that. We've all seen it. So these will totally sell. Fix that up. These will totally sell. Why not 3 separate listings, Bob asks. You could. But anytime you can do a multi-quantity listing, and in this case, you can do it with the variation model. Anytime you can do multi-quantity, it is to your advantage because if one sells, if one gets attention, then boom, you've got she's got 3. So all 3 items now get that boost and that attention. If you do separate listings, that's not necessarily the case. So there is something to be said for multi-quantity. If you sell on Amazon, you know how this works kind of with the buy box. man, you get that, and you know when you got in that buy box because all 10 of whatever you had sent in are they're gone. They sell because of that boost. So same kind of thing applies here. Okay. So we're just like full of cool commercials today. So we're going to do one more as we set up for What's in Danny's Cart.
The good
I'm
stuff.
Danny Ackerman of thedannyapp.com. And what I do is inspire, motivate, and empower online sellers to grow a six-figure business. I have been doing the coaching side of my business for 3 years, and I have been an online seller for, oh my goodness, this is my 17th year. We have group coaching programs, we have private coaching programs. I do in-person live events all around the country. I do a large 3-day event here in Las Vegas called More Fun, Bigger Profits. And it's all about helping people build a plan, taking action, and reaching their goals in their online business. You can come find out more about me at thedannyapp.com. And just so you guys know, it's a whopping $10 a month to get this kind of information every day. $10 a month to join my academy. So come on over to thedannyapp.com and become an appster.
Ooh.
All right. So as I said, I had this thrilling trip to Goodwill yesterday. And let me just add, I had a very limited amount of time because I was holding a class at 1 o'clock and it was about 10:30. I said, hey, Mom, you want to go to Goodwill? Got to take Mom. It was senior 50% off day. Got to take Mom. She knows I use her that way. It's all
she
good.
hates going, I'm sure.
So we go, and like I said, man, that first table, I'm like, so I didn't get video of that, but I did get a video of the next shelf that I went to because there was some good stuff. So what I forgot. I gotta move my cash cow here. No. I bought that little
This one?
Yeah, the little Native American pot. And I bought that guy. I don't know what he is yet. I think he's like a frame or something. But it goes with my rule. He's eye appeal. He's interesting. I can come up with keywords for him. I bought the little Native American pot there. I
got those canisters in my cupboard.
Do you really?
I do.
How interesting. Let's see what else. I was grabbing stuff off this shelf like crazy. I looked at several things. Like I said, stop.
Ooh, I like those.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I was salivating. Well, I could point. I got them here. I brought 2 with me. But this is what the shelf looked like. I literally was just like hyperventilating. You ever shopped with me? You'll see. I'm not exaggerating. This is what I do. So there is a whole shelf of these. They're ceramic cross trinket boxes with some of them have roses and some of them have tulips. And they're really nice. And I'm looking at these as $20 bills. Now, that kind of goes against my normal needs to be a high profit item.
Except it's the exception to the rule, though.
Exactly. Because look at that shelf.
Look how many there are. Depth of inventory.
I bought 25 of them.
Woo!
I bought 25. And they will sell on Amazon and eBay because they're a functional item. They're something, younger people would be looking for to give as a gift. Look at that. We were just...
Oh, there's 2 shelves of them.
I had to do my little filming thing. I'm taking my mom, grab those. So I got Mom grabbing all of these off the shelf while I'm, taking my video and then I'm helping her put them in the cart and stuff. It was fun. It was hilarious. And let me just say also, since it was half price day, they were $1.50 a piece.
Ooh.
Yeah. So then we got the evil dolls on the top, which I don't pay much attention to those. There was a couple things. I'm trying to remember what else I bought in here. Now there's one. Where is he? Yep. I got those. That thing right there. I know it's really hard to make out in this video. It's a soapstone sculpture.
Oh, it looks like a big old black blob.
Yeah, it's an Eskimo. It's hard to see there in the video. He's an Eskimo. These things sell for big bucks. I'm thinking, just looking, like I'm grabbing it off the shelf thinking it's a $300 bill.
Nice.
It was $5. $5. I'm telling you, the stuff and those things. I got those wacky paper mache. They're up a little bit. If you can scooch back. Go back. Right.
These things up in the corner?
Yeah, those things right there.
Oh, they're people.
They're people. They're funky. They're paper mache. They're old. They're definitely old. They've got that old green felt on the bottom. Super cool. And they were like $2 each. And I'm not even looking these up yet.
Will you sell them as a pair?
I think so. Because I'm going to put like $100 on them.
Yeah, I think if I wanted one, I would want two.
Yeah, right? Yeah, because, finding two people that want those crazy things. But no, they're interesting. They're unique. They're fun. They just like grabbed my attention off that shelf. Yeah, that was all on that shelf. I think we got one more. Yeah. And we went to the other side here, and there wasn't a whole lot on this shelf, but I looked at those little chess piece things.
Oh, I didn't see
and
those.
I got that.
The big old plate for the flag.
Yes. Eye grabbing, just absolutely like boom.
And it's a shame it wasn't a month ago.
And it doesn't matter. We are going into big time election year.
That's
patriotic,
true.
Everything, September 11th is always a patriotic day. So that sucker's going to sell for $50-$60. Bingo.
And if not, we'll be having chip and dip next 4th of July.
You got that right. Now, I'm really bummed. If you go that over
this big one right here?
I missed that.
Oh.
I know.
This big bowl right here.
I missed that. I was so busy taking video. No, I can't believe I watched the video and I'm like, are you kidding me, Danny? So, for those of you who can't see what that is, it is one of the banded bowls, probably McCoy, and it's got the little, what do you call that edge? Almost like a pie crust edge.
Yeah, it's pinched.
Oh, I may have to go back and see if it's still there.
We could go now.
See ya. Oh,
Scott, you can finish the show, right?
Yeah. No, right. So you miss things. You can come shopping right after me. I have missed things. Just saying. So, but my cart was pretty full by this point anyway, But I will tell you, I was done skimming those shelves and had a full cart within 30 minutes. And then the checkout took about an hour. Oh my gosh. We had the slowest girl. Like every single item. It's that painful. And then she's like going to wrap stuff. And she's pulling out one little tiny piece of paper.
It doesn't even cover the item.
And I'm like, oh Lord, I got to do a class at 1:00. I barely made it back. But still 2 hours.
And look at all you got.
I'm telling you, there's at least $1,000 that's coming out of that cart.
One of the things I noticed on your shelves was because we live in Vegas, the casinos have a lot of giveaways, and there's a lot of stuff that I have at my house because I got it free at a casino. And
you go to casinos?
My mother makes me. But so we get a lot of that stuff free, and we tend to turn our nose up at it because it's so prevalent here. But you know what? The rest of the country doesn't have that stuff. It looks beautiful. The boxes don't say they're from the casino, and you can resell it for really good money. I saw at least 6 things on those shelves that I have at my house that I got free at a casino.
I see that stuff at yard sales all the time, too.
Yeah. And think about it. What is the stuff you turn your nose up at home? Do you live in New York and have a lot of New York Yankees or New York Islanders or whatever sports stuff? Do you live in Florida so everything has a flamingo or a gator
Disney
on it? Or Disney?
I know people who live in either California or Florida think, oh, Disney stuff is everywhere, and I am telling you,
it's not
Disney
in Montana.
stuff. Yeah, and people pay big bucks to go out there and buy their souvenir, and it gets lost or broken or whatever. They got the kids screaming because their, Mickey Mouse doll got, lost. They're going to pay big bucks to replace that.
I can tell you one thing I collect when we travel. I collect Christmas ornaments. And I'm still looking for a Christmas ornament from Atlanta. I can't. We went to Atlanta 15 years ago.
Viewers, hear that? Go look in your inventory. Dawn, Christmas ornament from Atlanta. Right.
Because our tree is decorated with all the places we've been and we traveled to.
Oh.
But it's not there. And it's probably because, it's just run of the mill from, it just says Atlanta on
Right?
it, and they're everywhere.
I know.
So you don't pick them up. So I'm trying to tell you, think about if you're not from where you are, if you're trying to sell to somebody far across the country or even a state away, they don't have access to the same things you do.
Exactly.
I buy cowboy boots and cowboy hats, and I sell them to the Midwest.
Well, we're lucky here in Vegas. We're in a very transient town. I mean, we get people move here from all over, so we have quite a variety. But when I was in Arizona, there's a lot of Southwest stuff, like the pottery, and you start going, your eyes go like, oh my gosh, if I see another, Native American pot, I'm just going to like scream. But people in other places want to collect that, and they don't have access to that. So that can be a really good niche to get into.
Exactly. So look at the shelves with a different eye, with an eye of not, there's another one of those.
So remember I was, taking the husband along. We talked about they find different things. So I got the headphones on, but who looks better? Come on now.
Well,
he's not wearing headphones though. So,
it fits his head better, Danny.
It does. Yeah. So I'm checking out, and he's over there finding like these funky hats,
See, I never would have looked at that twice.
I mean, neither. I wasn't.
But you know what? That's going to sell.
Oh, I already looked it up. It's $30 all day long. $30. Yeah. So.
As long as he doesn't want a finder's fee.
He always wants a finder's fee. But, I got a running tab. It's all good. All right. So we have one more commercial. I know I told you it was commercial day, but then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the juicy news.
Okay. I like juicy news.
Any online business that's trading, whether they're small, whether they're big, it's very important to come to this.
The opportunity to network and share ideas, I think that's priceless.
I certainly think that the show in Vegas is all about looking to the future and what opportunities exist, because some things work well in one country and you can then take that information and put it into another country and put it into action.
Know their brands, getting their products, and in a more fast and efficient way.
If it's a hesitation of, will I get a return, then you should do it. I don't know how you wouldn't, to be honest.
Join us with Think Global Retail at Vegas on August 20 and 21 with Alibaba.com.
They had some good music there. So I will be there. And I'm not speaking there this year, but I will be there to meet anybody who's going to be in town. Shoot me a note. Let me know if you're going to the Think Global Retail. Phenomenal event. This event is put together what used to be the PISA organization.
Oh, okay.
Professional eBay Sellers Alliance, which started in Australia. And the Australians look at their eBay businesses so much different than Americans do. And they really take it serious. And not that you guys don't take it serious, but they started that way. It never was like when eBay started here, it was like a fun thing.
It was
it
was a community. It was, getting in touch with each other online. We mailed checks back and forth.
So it was already a business opportunity when it made its way to Australia. So they have this professional organization. They're bringing the conference to America here in Vegas. Very excited. And so I will be attending that and looking forward to meeting anybody who's going. So
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Big news. We knew this was coming. The good, the bad, and the utterly. I always forget that's my segment here. I'm excited.
Who gets excited about a divorce?
Me? It was time. You know when it's time for the parents to separate. You just do. And
as us, as all the kids, watching them not work together well anymore, it was time for them.
We've been feeling this for years.
And I think it's going to make us as sellers have a much better direct line to the head of eBay and to all the people that can really make a difference in our lives. And they're going to be more responsive to us.
Yeah.
They're not going to be looking only at the big picture of everything. They're just going to be looking at eBay.
Yeah. Well, not even just eBay. They're looking at eBay marketplaces. And as I've said before on the show, there was this big umbrella, eBay Inc., right? And under that, you have all of these other companies, of which eBay Marketplaces, eBay Enterprises, PayPal, and StubHub, and they got a lot of stuff. They already had an acquisition of a new company, like less than 24 hours after Devin took the helm as the new CEO. They acquired, and this is what's very exciting, they acquired a second-hand clothing startup. Are we getting really back into that second-hand?
Let's hope so, because that's where our passions lie. Yeah,
that's my wheelhouse.
If I want to sell new stuff, I'm probably on Amazon.
Yeah.
But I don't. I want to sell that cool stuff. I want to recycle. I want to keep things in the stream of life and not in a landfill. And I want to make money doing it.
But here's the key. This is the thing. eBay has been trying to be everything to everyone. It's the thing that I just absolutely preach with you guys about. You cannot boil the ocean with a Bic lighter. Okay? So eBay has been trying to compare to Amazon and be in this e-commerce world as the everything place. And it didn't work because eBay has a foundation in the secondhand market, in the mom and pop coming in needing to be able to grow a business without spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a retail space. That was what they were developed to do. And
so basically you're saying eBay needed to niche?
eBay needed to niche. Yeah, they needed to get refocused on who really is their customer. And it is someone looking for the secondhand, the hard to find. There's a lot of things that Amazon doesn't sell. eBay does. That's where they can just absolutely take the market back.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to that because that's where my passion is.
And if you go onto the eBay, ebayinc.com, there is a video there. eBay rings the NASDAQ closing bell when it became official. And you'll hear Devin talking. And there's a couple videos from Devin. There's Devin. I have talked to Devin. I always thought he was a great guy to bring into marketplaces. He's been in as the president of marketplaces for a while, but that didn't give him any real control over the decisions that could be made, for some of these big changes. And he's already out there talking. Go listen to Devin. He's talking our language. He's talking about the little guy. He's talking about bringing it back to the balance between buyer and seller. And
that all sounds really good to me.
I'm so jazzed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so they're holding a 20th anniversary celebration in September in San Jose. If you're an eBay seller, you should have got your invite in your email. They went out this morning.
I got mine.
Get signed up quick. It's $65 to go, which is crazy. Go get in. That's going to sell out fast. It's going to sell out fast. And you get to network and mingle with eBay sellers and also hear what they have to say. I will be there. I will be reporting live for you. Just watch my Facebook page. But I'm just so excited about the future now. I knew this has been a rough year. This past year, try being an eBay coach and telling people that everything's going to be okay when they're watching their bank accounts go down. It's been reality. We've had to struggle really hard. And I think that struggle is going to be on the out for a lot of people who are now ready to go forward, build their brand, build their business, and grow with eBay.
So to me, that says what we need to be doing is listing and getting things moving and getting our store stocked for the holidays, and that eBay is going to be there and they're going to be there to help us. And I know you have something coming up to help us with listing.
Oh, yes, we have the Ultimate Listing Challenge coming up. Now, I regret to tell you that the website page is down at the moment, but there is a Facebook group right now. That website will be up and running within the next 48 hours. I hope my web guy's listening.
If not, he'll be getting a call.
Yeah. So that'll get back up and running. But what we do is we send out a daily little push to get your listings up, track your numbers, set some goals, and really just push one another to get those things in place.
And that's starting August 1st?
That starts August 1st.
That's the perfect time to get stuff moving, get your store stocked, ready for the holidays.
Because fourth
get
quarter.
That push. Absolutely.
You guys know Christmas is coming, right?
It's like 150 days away.
I know. That's sick. That's just sick.
So what does the split mean for PayPal for us?
Oh, who cares? No, I'm just kidding. No, they're still going to be there. They're working together. They have to. PayPal's got too much riding on being a partnership with eBay. I think they had in their agreement a 6-month. eBay has to keep PayPal, and then the options are opening up. We need to read a viewer email.
Okay.
You guys can send in your notes, letters. I like love notes. You can send them. Complaints. I'll take those too. I will read them all. And you can send those to niche to profit at vegasvideonetwork.com. And we will enter you in a drawing that we do each month to win. This month, it is the book by Serena V that I had here last week, and I don't have this week with me.
Oh.
Oops. Really good book, though. You want it. Trust me. All right. So this comes from Beth Kelly, who had one of our scores this week. She says, your thoughts on the buy button on Facebook and Pinterest. How could this benefit sellers? In your opinion, if you had to choose which marketing area is best to drawing traffic to your eBay store, which would you choose to focus your attention on? Newsletters, Facebook, Pinterest, etc. And you know what? That's a it depends question. Now, I know what you sell, Beth. So probably Pinterest and Facebook are your two key ones. I think everybody needs your own email list. That's the only way you know who you're talking to on a weekly or monthly basis. But as far as marketing goes, you want to be on Facebook and definitely Facebook. You guys all need to be on Facebook. Do not be Facebook resistant. That is where the people are. And Pinterest is good because it's that quick. It's the pictures. I'm not falling into the whole buy button thing, the hot buttons on the Pinterest, to buy direct. You have to have a Shopify account and all this stuff. I'm not jumping through all those hoops.
Right now, it's enough that the pin redirects to your listing and they can buy it that way.
Yeah. That's working for now. But what you want your own marketing campaign. You want to build your own brand so that no matter where you are in social media, on your own list, on the internet, you have brand consistency. People start recognizing the know, like, trust thing comes into play, which results in the buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Pinterest is a lot more fun.
It is fun. I don't know. Facebook's pretty fun too. So
yes,
with
it is.
that, gosh, that hour goes fast when you're here.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
There was so much more we wanted to talk about too. But
you'll just have to come back.
Well, pick a day.
I think they like you too.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
It's fun to bounce the stuff off of somebody else all the time here. So with that, you guys can go watch all the replays over on my YouTube channel on the Vegas Video Network. You can find us on iTunes. We love reviews. And let's see, we're at Roku. And there's a whole... You're not whispering in my ear, Scott. Goodness gracious. Stitcher. TuneIn, Google TV, Apple TV, Chromecast, at Scott's house on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Yeah, that was a little selfish plug there. I gotcha.
Do you have an open bar, Scott? That's where I'm going to watch the replay.
There you go. Go watch Living in Las Vegas. Every once in a while, they have this roving reporter that chimes in.
Oh.
She did. Yeah, she's holding out for a red visor, just saying. So... Share with a friend. You guys, don't be selfish. Don't keep me all to yourselves. Please spread the word. This is the best show out there, I must say. It's the best show on the Vegas Video Network. I will say that. Thanks, everybody. We will see you next week with more great stuff and industry news.